Mojate loco. I think it'll start off like that.
La situación está muy difícil. Está lloviendo.
Yeah, what? What does that have to do? Oh, because it got wet?
Me mojé.
Nah, let's just start.
Hey, what's up, guys? Don't mind the first 10 seconds.
Well, that shit was lit. That shit was lit. That's the intro. We got to get them hooked somehow, right?
Always. But what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Clocking Podcast, episode 35.
35, man. It's been a long, bro. I feel like we be flying through these episodes.
Bro. It's crazy.
Staying consistent, word.
Always.
Got to.
My name is Kenny.
My name is Lewis. If y'all don't know me, y'all can find us everywhere. The social up there at the top. That's for later.
That's the clickbait.
Yeah. The socials are up there. Y'all already know what to do if you have a business or want to promote anything. The email popped up and the promo. 15-second to 30-second promo. It'll literally be a video cut in at a certain part. So that could be your video. Just hit us up in the email.
Right.
Where can they find us?
YouTube, all podcast platform, Instagram,
yes,
Twitter, Anchor,
SoundCloud,
and Patreon.
Patreon, the $7.99 Patreon, bro. Yo, let us know if y'all really want a Patreon, because like,
it's lit.
It's lit.
Yeah, nice.
It is very lit. But we have to say something about the subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
We hit 120 subs. Like we always say every time we hit any milestone. Well, how I always say, it means the world to me. I know it means a lot to you as well.
Next goal is 150. You gotta
get us to 150. Well, we gotta do something special for 150.
For 150, yeah. You just gotta go and
if
subscribe.
Y'all gotta get to 200.
That's it.
200.
200, yeah.
We gotta get the Patreon lit on 200, bro. I'm not gonna cap.
I'm taking my shirt off, bro.
Well, Yo, hit the Patreon. Yeah, you know, man.
You know.
But now we also got some things in the works, bro. Yeah, you already know the things that they don't know about, but there's a lot of things coming in.
I'm gonna tell them a little sneak peek.
Nah, don't tell them shit.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna just say by when. When can they expect?
No, don't say anything. Just
guys,
let it rock. Just let it rock. The element of surprise.
Y'all see what we're talking about very soon.
The element of surprise is always good.
Better, right?
Yeah. And then we'll see if they really rock with it. You feel me?
Yeah, I have to rock with it, man. It's
definitely
fire.
for sure.
It's fire.
Before we even get into the episode, should we talk about that one thing, or should we just tell them what the episode is going to be about?
What's that one thing?
The one thing that, other than what the episode is about.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. You
want to get right into that? You want to explain what the episode is going to be about first?
No, we can talk about.
We haven't talked in.
Yeah. Beep. Sorry, guys.
Now we're clocked in. Let's go. But you want to talk about
I wonder if there's episodes but we just don't clock in.
There are definitely. There's like there has to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, we gotta
get back on our shit. But you want to start? Do you want to give your thoughts about the situation?
Well, I start.
It's pretty late now if you really think about it.
Yeah, when we record. When did it happen? Last Monday?
I'll get you that right now, but keep going.
What we're going to talk about is obviously the situation with the former rapper PNB ROCK.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, of course. I remember one song with Nav. Remember Unforgettable?
Yeah.
I think that came out like 2017 summer. I was rocking that like the whole
September
summer.
12th.
What day was that? It might have been Monday, bro.
Last Monday, a week ago. A week ago today. That's crazy.
So that's what we haven't really touched on. But I mean, I'm pretty sure you and you have heard the news and all the everything. Twitter is crazy when it comes to that stuff.
Everything on Twitter. That's crazy.
So people saying that obviously it was planned. She gave them the tip of or she was just unaware.
I have a lot of questions about this whole situation.
Me as well, bro. Me too. But I think we should start with the big question, right? You think it was on purpose from her?
I don't think it was on purpose from her, but that just goes to show like how much these people care about social media. Like she couldn't wait till they left. And that's the number one rule. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's like the number one rule with anybody I go out with. I'm like, listen, don't post anything until we leave. And I'm not even on that type of level, bro. But like he was in gangland.
Literally, I was gonna say that. Not even that because, all right, fine. He was a celebrity, right?
He has ops over there though, and they've been.
That's
telling
what I'm saying.
him.
Now, you and I, we're we're nobodies compared to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we still,
Never. I'm better than him. I don't give a fuck. Rest in peace.
but we still, you know, you never know, bro. There's people out there
Bro,
that really just
they don't care.
is really losing, trying to do, just trying to get a little bit of clout, and people will run up on you, bro. You when
People
you
play
respect
for
it,
your
you know what I
downfall,
mean?
bro. It's literally like that. Like they were really just sitting. There was somebody just sitting in a room, just looking at Instagram, like, oh, who am I gonna get today?
And bro, it's so
And this
easy.
happened to
It's
him.
so easy for those type of people to create hate out of nowhere.
That's a
Like the
fact.
smallest thing that will piss them off, they will hold on to that and just be like, all right, yeah, I don't like you because you did this, you did that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I mean, but like, I have so many questions, bro. Like, I just want to ask you this, like, before, like, what are some rules you laid down with your girl, like, before you go out, or have you ever like laid down with your girl?
That's a great question. Well, I'm gonna just say this, bro. I know my girl's watching this. I'm gonna apologize.
Don't apologize. Just say what you
Before,
gotta
not
say.
because she got it. I got her tight,
Okay.
but I wasn't planning on get her tight.
Getting her angry.
All I said was, if you and I get married, we gotta do a prenup. Right?
I didn't mean it like that.
No, but listen. Nah, all respect, all respect. I'm
And
not
then-
trying
But
to.
is this like apart from what I asked you?
No,
or
no,
is
no.
this on it?
It's on it
Okay.
because I asked her.
I don't think that's what I meant, but
No.
Go
I
ahead.
know she's not gonna take it back because we discussed it already.
Mhm.
I asked her and she was like, at first she didn't seem so convinced,
Mhm.
but I explained myself. She understood, and then we talked about it again after. What's the question again?
I said, what are some things you laid down with your girl, like before you go out? Like I have
Oh,
4
before I go
rules
out?
type shit.
Well, me and my girl, I don't really post, and she's starting to notice that posting is not really important. It's more important as in the moment.
Mhm.
So she understands that. With that being said, she's a female, bro. And I feel like no. I'm
get
not
what
trying
you
to be
mean.
disrespectful,
I get
but
what you
females
mean.
are really addicted to the phones.
Yeah.
So not phones, but like social media.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's posting to see what their friends are doing, or
Random nonsense.
you know.
Literally.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say guys are into that too, but
Hell yeah. I have a phone addiction. And if you want to get rich in this world, you really need a phone addiction.
true.
That's
That
really
is-
how
that
it
is
goes.
very true.
That is,
But,
bro, I heard Andrew Tate say that. Shout out Andrew Tate, but I feel like I say his name every episode.
Probably. What are the 4 rules that you have? I mean, I don't have 4 rules.
You don't have, it doesn't have to be 4, but I know I have. I
But-
believe it's 4.
I think she understands and now with this situation that has happened, she's more aware of that.
For some reason, they're not like a lot of females are not aware like that the world is
Well,
really
she
like this.
wasn't. Obviously,
like people don't understand that the world is really crazy. Like
Yeah. What are your 4 rules?
that. I always say, like, if we're like out, let's say for example at a restaurant or something like that, and I look at you and I just like give you that look to like just stay quiet or like don't say anything.
Yeah.
Just just don't let me handle this. Don't say anything. If I give you that look, don't take it as like a bad thing. Or if I like like quiet or I say yo babe.
Now that you said that, I remember that we went to a restaurant once,
Mhm.
and then she asked I think we were offered wine. And I think it was for free.
They offer you the free wine. I see.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey, if it ain't for free, you know what I mean? But, so, and the guy was like, "What kind of wine you want?"
yeah.
So like they had.
I don't really know the
I
kinds.
don't. I'm
just
not
like, give
gonna
me
lie. I
wine,
don't drink
I'll
wine.
it.
I don't. You know.
I like
but,
wine.
But I had the menu and I read something in paper. It sounded good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then she said, "Just let me just get the first one you grab, whatever."
Mhm.
So of course we got like a weird ass wine, and I told her like, "Look, next time."
Was it sweet or was it?
It was bad. It was
bitter.
bad. It
One
was
of the
bad.
bitter
It was
ones.
bad,
Yeah. I
yeah.
don't like bitter wine.
So I was like, next time, if I don't answer and I'm looking at him, let me think and let me speak. And ever since, and wherever we go out to eat, and the guy or the girl comes and asks what do we want, she's always looking at me. So by her looking at me,
She knows you're
the
dictating
waiter is like
conversation.
looking at her,
Yeah, and
but
then
since
she
she's
looks
looking
at
at me,
you.
so she's looking at me as
Yeah.
well. You know what I mean? So she's my girl's obviously aware of that, and she knows that too.
That's good on your part. You're leading if you really pay attention. That's why a lot of
You have to
relationships
lead,
don't-
bro.
That's what you have to, but a lot of guys don't understand that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, but not
Crazy
even
world
that.
we
It's-
live in.
That's a more civil case. But what I mean is like even in a dangerous situation, like
Like body language?
remember when she was in that episode too. When I think it was the last episode we did together. I was talking about the shit with Andrew Tate. I gotta say his name again, but the story where the guys came in And then they like cut the line, and the girl started like going crazy. Like, oh, you can't cut the line. We got people waiting here. You can't be doing that. And then the guy just turned around and socked her. And then her boyfriend came, and then he got socked, and they were both knocked out on the ground, and they just left the restaurant. So it's like you never know when people like what people are going through. You could be like the person who says something to somebody, and it's the last thing that they needed to hear to go crazy.
People.
So that's why I always
bro.
show respect with everybody. Like I always respect everybody, so I get so I like demand respect in a way. But that's what I'm saying. Like let's say you, for example, you're having like a bad day, and you're like, oh, good. Like you bump into somebody, and you're like, yo, get off me or some shit like that. And then that person just has this like they were just having the worst day of their life. Like that was what they needed to like go off. You never know, bro. So I'm just true. Like, if I give you that look, just know, or like I'm like, yo, quiet. Let me handle it, cause I'm always thinking like I know you're like that as well, cause I go out with y'all, but it's like I'm always paying attention, it's like seeing what's going on and shit like that. I'm not trying to say it's paranoid, but everybody calls you paranoid till
bro. Like it's not even paranoid. Aware. It's you being aware. You have to be aware all times. Bro.
It is anything could happen, especially now. Other rules, I had 3 exactly, but I forgot them. I'm forgetting them right now.
One of the rules when you guys go out is, you got to take care of the whole bill.
That's just the type of person I am, though. I can't.
I feel like every guy has to do that, bro. It's just
that's what you would think that's common sense, but it's really not common sense, bro.
You don't think so,
bro? Especially now, a lot of guys are like 50-50. Y'all want to be independent.
I mean, they want to be equal, right?
I get it, but it's just like you're not getting anywhere doing that. I'm not gonna lie. Like once in a while, like if you're in a long-term relationship, I understand it. Like she wants to pick up the check, hey, what's up? But most of the time, it's gonna be you, or it should be you. But I have other questions, like did he have that conversation with her before? Like, you think he had that conversation with her? I
heard that
he was like, yo,
he took her phone away.
And she took it back that same night?
No. He took her phone away, which it sounds little, but then he gave it to her.
At that point, it's like there's things you have to do in life that you just have to. It could sound like very extreme, but bro, you know what type of people you're playing with when you're at that level.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but like the fact that I have to take the phone away, just if I'm not,
that's true.
I'm not taking the phone away from you. But I understand why don't come with me out then.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I understand why he would do it.
But I heard from a federal whatever police something, agent? Yeah.
Was it Myron?
Yeah.
He's a fed. Once a federal is a fed.
That he took her phone away, and then the same day that he gave her the phone back, she posted the food where they were, you know what I mean? And it
was the day that they needed.
And that was the drop that filled the cup.
So would you say he had that conversation with her or no?
Yeah.
You think so? Yeah.
I feel like if you...
But still, she still ended up posting and shit like that. So I'm like, even just the conversation, like, all right, you could post, but after we leave.
Bro, if you're at that level, you have to have... you got to tell everybody, like, yo, be aware.
I don't know. I find it crazy because, like, where was his boys? Where was his crew at? It was just him and his girl, right? It was
Dolo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, we say this all the time. You can't really walk around by yourself anymore, bro. The world is not safe anymore. People really think that it's possible to walk around dolo. And sometimes when you got to go some places, you have to go by yourself. And I get that. I understand it. But he's not even from L.A. He's from New York, I'm pretty sure. He's out there by himself with his girl, knowing he has people that are looking for him that are like his
ops. Where he was at in L.A.?
Yeah, not exactly, but he was at a chicken spot. The chicken spot.
Yeah, he was like in
deep in his op shit. Like, bro, you got to be intelligent enough to know, even if like you don't have that type of you don't have people actually looking for you. But let's say, for example, you just going out to L.A. You've never been there before. I'm not saying he hasn't, but I'm saying you've never been there before. Don't go by yourself. Go with a group of people.
And you know what's also crazy? I heard that, there's proof to this actually. She posted the food or whatever, and according to the cop that were given a statement, in 20 minutes,
they were there.
Pretty
sure it was like that with Pop Smoke too. Pretty sure. It was just like, bro, they're looking for you in LA, bro.
The streets are cold.
Very cold.
The streets are cold,
very
bro.
Cold. That's what I'm saying. Why was he by himself?
And I heard that. I saw that he had like jewelry, and I heard that they were trying to take it away.
That's what they went. They went there for.
They ended up taking the jewelry.
I'm not too sure, but that's what they went there for.
But they're saying that why would they took his, but not hers? Like they didn't shot her, obviously.
That's. I don't know. It could be just, well, the street rules.
That's why I don't think that
There's street rules, so you know what I mean. So you're not supposed to really rob a female. But you know,
I mean, I don't know. I
by
don't
the way, if
honestly.
they got away with his jewelry, I think that might have been enough, and they already had done what they done. So they're like, we got to get out of here quick. So it's like, we got to move.
I mean,
Could've also been
probably.
something
I tell
like
you
that.
what, the street rules in other countries.
Oh,
I
yeah,
take what's
yeah.
yours, what's hers, and whoever witnessed to.
No, but I honestly, I take that back because I don't really think if they were already going there to harm him or to rob him in general, they would have took whatever they had. They could have, but I think it was more of like they did what they did. They were like, okay, we got to go now. It was more of a let's get out of here.
What's it called? The place that he went to, Roscoe's. There's literally rappers saying that.
Yeah,
don't go
he's
to
about.
Roscoe's with your jewelry. You're gonna get snatched.
He's I don't know. It's just
Well,
not intelligent, bro. I don't get it. Like you want to be the tough dude, but like the tough dude is the one that's alive. So
Well, I don't know if you guys heard, but Lewis's brother said that there are rappers that said that they've been there before with jewelry and their chance be getting snatched and all that. I want to say something.
that was it's a famous chicken spot.
Really?
Yeah,
They get jack all the time.
yeah.
Well, I want to say something. The person that was in fault for this was obviously the shooter. It's not her because she posted it. She didn't pull the trigger. You know what I mean?
At fault for the whole
Like,
situation happening.
Yeah, like the
I
reason.
mean, she kind of posted it, but if she would have never
But
posted it, they
that's
would have never had his location.
That's the thing, but like I don't.
They were
even,
looking for somebody, bro. They were just like, let's find somebody rich and let's go rob.
Because
Them.
what, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's say that she obviously posted it, but let's say that you were looking for him, you didn't see that, you just saw a nice car.
Yeah, but they were.
Because he posted.
That's not usually how it works, though, bro.
I'm
Think
just
about
saying.
it.
I'm just saying. You see a nice car, you want to see who the driver is.
Yeah.
You know,
I get what you're saying.
Somebody that's not as famous probably posted, "Yo, this is PNB," and
I don't
then
think so.
it got. I don't know, bro. It just
It was off for her because they know that, bro. The same shit with Pop Smoke. They know who he was rolling with. They know who he was in town with. They were just stalking the social media, bro. That's literally what they do. They knew he was with his girl, and then they just, bro. The feds is, oh my god, those are unpaid feds, yeah. But they literally just stalk. They knew he was there with his girl. They were just like, all right, let's just wait on that one notification to pop, or like that. You know how it has like the ring on Instagram?
They
Just
have
wait
that
for the
on.
ring to pop up.
They have that on.
Yeah, they was just waiting for it, and she did it. I mean, if she didn't do that, man. But,
Well, it obviously
that
sucks,
shit
man.
happened.
It sucks that
Rest in peace,
it had
that
to
guy,
happen like that, and especially in a public area like that.
You gotta make sure your girl understands, bro. It's like the world is tough out there.
So just to rephrase,
have that conversation with your partner.
no, according that too. According to you, you think it was?
It was the girl's fault.
You think?
Yeah.
You believe so?
I mean, honestly, no. I think it was his fault because one, like I said, how you going into opposition territory with no crew, knowing you got people looking for you? Why would you go with your girl? One, that's a liability because you have your girl in gangland. Like, well, that's very smart. Two,
That is true.
Or was the third one?
But I'm
third-
saying, okay, one more thing.
Mhm.
How do was he not seeing like she was taking pictures and posting? Like
I don't. Maybe he wasn't paying attention, but still, like that in itself, the fact that you got a girl that got to post, and then that she doesn't already know. Oh, I gotta wait till at least we leave to then post it.
I think my girl, because my girl will do that, and I will get upset.
But you'll notice.
No, I will get upset because like it will take her like 5 minutes
To pick like
to take a picture
Nah.
on that disc.
Did you see the picture though? I think it was just she tagged it. She tagged the location.
Oh, that's probably, definitely because that's how they knew
That's
where she
how
was at.
I mean, but it's still, if it was just a picture with the Rocco shit, they would have knew where it was at, bro. The
I'm
most
saying,
famous
like-
one in LA, they probably was like, all right, we already know where he's at.
No, but the thing with my girl is that, like in the beginning, she would do that. Like every day we went on,
Mhm.
she would do that, and like I would say fine, whatever. But like I start like my body language wasn't like as happy. You know what I
She
mean?
started to notice.
So she started to notice, and then you got to the point I was like, bro, can we just eat and like do this later? And
Yeah,
and,
no,
you
I
know,
had
we
that
had that
conversation
talk
before we even
we had
go
that
out,
talk,
bro.
yeah,
But you're in a long, like you've been dating for a minute, so I get it.
yeah.
But me, any new girl that I talk to, nah, listen, if
Gotta
we're
set
gonna
the
go out,
boundaries.
this is gonna happen because
Early.
they're not, like you said earlier, like they don't have that like
Mentality.
not the mentality, but like they just can't fathom that that's the real, like it
The
can really
real
get
world,
like
yeah.
that. They're like, I mean, not to say they live in La La Land, but you know, they do live in La La Land, bro. It's like, I don't know. I need them to understand, or at least know, like, bro, come on, you could at least waited till we left the spot to post the picture.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what,
And it's not even that serious. Why are you posting that we're at a chicken spot? Like, she's
not
flexing
even-
a chicken spot.
It's not even what's the
It's not even KFC.
Salt Bay,
Bay?
where they
The
have like
restaurant?
the 10K golden steak,
Not
something
even
like that.
Like, bro, a chicken
regular
spot for real.
chicken,
She was
some
just happy
Popeyes.
as hell to be outside with him. Like,
I'm telling
But
you,
that
but
goes to show.
she got her phone back and she was on it. You know what I mean?
If you're, and I'm just saying, if you're a guy who has the ambition and wants to achieve a lot of things in the world, you got to make sure you have the right partner, and that she doesn't care about social media. One, because a lot of these females, like you said earlier, crazy on the social media, and then that she's coachable enough to understand these things. Because some girls, you would say that, and they'd be like, "Oh, why you being defensive? Why you paranoid? This and that." It's like, bro, come on. But then again, I can't give all the fault to the girl because he should have been this. He was like in his 30s.
Really?
Yeah. He's not a younger dude, but okay. What time is it? 21. Let's get into the actual episode. We just talked for 20 minutes about this.
It's been 20 minutes.
Let's go.
What's it called? She wanted PNB dead because
That's another thing that I.
The history of posting like where they are. So he took her phone away. He had her phone.
So why he give it back?
That's another thing that I heard. Like they were married.
They're gonna say that. They're gonna say
no,
shit
but
like that.
I mean, you gotta listen to all the conspiracies. They were married, right? He definitely had insurance. So now that he's dead, the money goes to her.
If he was smart, then it doesn't. But
I don't. That's the thing we don't know.
I don't know. I mean, people are gonna say anything like that.
That's
but
the things
it's
that
just
people
like,
say.
come on.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the actual episode. You want to tell them what the episode's about, bro? So we just hop into it since they're like 20 minutes in.
After a whole 20 minutes.
Yeah. And we were like, yo, we're probably gonna talk about that for like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, it got long.
Yeah. Train your females. That's what it's gonna be called.
Teach them,
Yeah.
and just have them be aware.
Yeah. Let me not say train because some people get triggered when they hear that. What am I, a dog? Like,
Yeah.
You just have low IQ. Yeah. Come on, man.
This episode, guys. I can't believe I'm saying this 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about our first times. And I'm gonna leave it plural. I'm gonna leave it like that. So.
Whoa. When's your first time, yo, Kenny? What's the first time you got next? Like,
Excuse me.
what?
Excuse me, sir.
Mata. Zaza.
Primera vez que lo mojamos.
I'm loco.
You wanna start? My fault. You wanna start?
Well, the first time I got head.
No, bro. I'm asking that. If you wanna say it.
Yeah, come on, bro. Ask the question.
It's up to you, bro.
Ask the question because I'm gonna make you go first if you don't. You gotta answer them too.
All right. What's the first time you got into a fist fight?
A fist fight. I was very young, bro. I used to be a badass little kid in DR. I used to get in fights all the time. I really can't remember.
Like in school?
Everywhere in school, outside of school, in the neighborhood, just playing fucking baseball with a tennis ball in my hand. We used to play that shit like just a group of kids.
I find it so funny in here, especially how like let's say two people start beefing, right? And they're like, yeah, meet me outside. And they're parking at 2:30. And then like everybody heard, oh yeah. And then nothing happens.
Organized fights, like what the fuck?
You gotta pay for the pay-per-view.
I get what you're saying. I mean, there's a lot that I can remember. I'll give you a couple. There was one time I was at Fido's house. The first time I ever went to Fido's house with his grandfather. Well, it was with my stepmom, which is her dad. It was the first time I went to their house, and there was some little kid, and he kept on like looking at me weird as shit. So like,
just sucked him.
Nah. I think we were like playing a game, and then he started like pushing me. But we were in like the, you know, how do you say my casino? Like when you park the car, you know how like in different countries like the houses have like the would it be garage? But it's not really a garage. You know, it's kind of garage. It's a garage.
Oh.
It's not like that, but like it's open. It doesn't have a door. Yeah, the one outside.
Un portón.
I guess let's just call it the garage. So it was in there, but there was no car in there, so it was just a wide open space. So I was.
Oh, you're talking about el porche, like we call it porche, like
where we put the car. Yeah. It was one of those, but there was no car there. So I think we were playing. I forgot what we were playing, but like I think he pushed me, and then bro, it got hot right after that. I threw a punch right over. I was one of those little kids. Yeah, I was one of those kids. Yeah, straight to his.
You made contact?
Bro, what did I make contact? And his jaw. And then some other little kid came behind me, and he was like trying to grab me. And then I had that one kid. He had like long hair. I grabbed him by his hair, and then I was trying to kick the other kid, and then Jande's mom came and broke us up. She was like, she started dying. She was laughing. Like, I didn't know
His
these
mom?
people. Yeah, I didn't know these people. It was just random ass little kids. They just started like trying to fight me and shit. So I was one of the short tempered.
Bro. It was
I was
2v1.
No, it wasn't until I hit the kid. After I hit him, and then the other kid came around. I don't know what the fuck happened. I guess he was meat riding or some shit. There was one. I was playing basketball. Where this is where my mom used to live. Oh no, where she lives now. I was playing basketball there, and like there was the it's not famous, but it's like a spot where a lot of people go, where my mom lives. And then there would be like a bunch of games at night where mad people would just show up.
Under light,
Yeah, with like it was like one of those where it's like outside and they have like the big ass lights. It was like towards the end when everybody was leaving, but then the game started early. It started like at 6 something. It was like maybe 8. So it was still type early, so like the lights still stayed on and people stayed to like play basketball, but it wasn't like the organized shit. And there was this one kid, I forget what happened exactly, but bro, we started just socking each other, and then he like ran away and left, and then came back like 5 minutes later with a baseball bat. He was trying to hit me with the bat, and then some like he like tried to swing at me, and I backed up, and somebody else like came from behind him and grabbed it and took it off. And then I had the funny part, I knew where he lived, and I had to walk past his house to get to my house. So I did that shit, and I think I grabbed the broomstick and I threw that shit at his house, and then just started running.
How old were you?
Well, I was young. I was like 7, 8. But I was one of them badass little kids, bro. Like I have crazy stories. Like I burned down my house one time. Like bro, I have stories. I was a badass little kid. Now that one wasn't on purpose. It wasn't really the house. It was more like a room. It was like a mattress.
The whole room?
It was a mattress. Like I was playing with light with the fire, and I lit the mattress. The mattress like lit on fire. I have hella stories, but I was a badass little kid, bro.
Man, you tell me 2 stories. I said the first time. How many times?
I have a lot.
Yeah, how many first times?
Nah, not for it. Wasn't the first. I can't remember the first time, honestly.
I can't remember either, but I do remember that I was young too. So I was like 7 or 6, and I had a younger cousin than me, and every time he would like do bad things, like their parents would grab him by his ears.
That shit hurts.
So I remember he did something bad, and I felt like I was his dad. So I did this. I grabbed by his ear, and he was in front of me, right? So he went like that.
Yeah.
And he's like this, bro.
Hit you in your mouth?
Yeah, like this. And after that, bro, it was game over.
Yeah.
Like I pushed him, and I
have so
and that
many.
was my cousin too.
Yeah. Nah, that's the thing though. My first fights were probably with people I was related
I don't know if
to.
that was the first one, but that's the one that I remember that I was like the youngest one.
Yeah.
And then with my brother growing up too, like
No, I had so many fights with my cousins. I used to fight Jonathan for fun. Our older cousin, bro, we used to sit in the living room in our old house. We used to live in the houses that were connected. Bro, he would be at my house at like 7 in the morning, bro. Just
doing what?
Wrestling, fighting. Just that.
7 in the morning?
Bro, 7 in the morning.
Y'all
We
woke up
had,
with
like,
violence?
We had the John Cena shit, like the fucking the theme songs and shit in the living room, bro. We would just fight for hours, bro. It's like, bro, we'll get tired and then we'll be laying down out of nowhere. Somebody would jump on top of you. Like,
I'm not
bro.
gonna lie, I used to do that.
Yeah, it was
We used to
just,
do wrestling too.
it was just gang life, bro. We used to lock,
We used to do the
like each other in closets and shit, and just start waxing each other. Whoever came out on top
Yo,
of it.
I don't know if you've seen it, but like there's like in Russia, they started with this
The
new
telephone
boxing.
boxing, that shit was
I just
wild.
saw like this, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah, they couldn't even think. It's just fight,
hey, bro, you just threw
It's just
punches.
fight.
Like you gotta cover one and just.
Nah, they weren't even covering each other. It was just like, bro, that shit was crazy.
Bro,
that goes to show,
the
though,
one,
like, if you
one
get in
came out
there,
like.
bro,
Wait,
because
wait,
once one person starts hitting, he ain't gonna stop.
Yeah,
You ain't got nowhere to go. It's not like you could back up. So it's just like
You
really
really
getting
just
waxed
gotta.
the whole time. You gotta make sure you catch him first before he
Yeah.
catches you. You gotta rock him. But
That
that's
was
crazy.
mad
Would you
fun.
step in there? I'm not.
Honestly,
I wouldn't
I
do
don't
it.
I don't think like the punches are hard because like you're like this, bro. You can't really.
What,
can't really
bro? You might have to
stand.
rewatch the video. I saw motherfucker because like if you know how to box, you don't need that much space.
True.
So that motherfucker just boom. He hit him with an uppercut, bro. He went like that. His head hit the back of the pole. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good
I
off
didn't see
that shit.
But I mean,
I'll get in there like for fun for like
For
a couple
fun,
minutes,
yeah.
but then after that, I'm just like, nah.
But,
They were
like-
doing the like rounds and shit. Like fuck that.
Rounds?
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Bro, that shit is a whole sport.
I feel like it's new, right? It just
Yeah,
started.
yeah. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, Russians.
Never seen it. Russians are Russians, bro.
They be fighting, bro. They be anything.
Anything, bro. They're just wow. That's what I'm saying. I want my kids to
I
grow
know.
up in Russia. On the
You saw the
mountains.
video like during the war. There's like a missile something and like you see like this guy's like a sergeant, so like he's just like talking in the camera, right? He's just talking in the camera, right? So like the other soldiers are like they see the missile whatever, They run, and then the sergeant's like smoking a cigar, like, yeah, like talking crazy, like
He
he's
was just
top
talking like
G,
nothing
bro.
happened. Yeah, nah, they don't give a fuck. They really don't. But actually, now that you say that, I think it's time to get into our segment, man. Or my segment did.
We haven't
And it's
even this
important
episode.
it's important that you just mention that because like it's right there. The episode or the topic on the segment today is technically going to be on the social construct of the world right now and what's going on around the world, because a lot of people don't understand and they think that this shit is far in the future or something like that. It's not. I mean, it is in the future, but it's not for
It's
like as far
close,
as you
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you.
But like I say, every episode, do your own research. I don't want anybody doing anything without doing their own research and being comfortable with doing their own research. He's distracting me. But this is just information that I want to give out. Take it as you want, but prepare yourselves. Like we said last episode, play chess, not checkers. Chess moves. We got that thing going on that I think will combat that. What's going on, but I want to get your thoughts on everything that I say as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting real out here, bro. But let's get it started. So the formation of BRICS could be one of the greatest threats to the U.S. economy. You know what BRICS is? No. So BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America. So it's BRICS without a K. It's BRICS with a C. So the first argument is always that America has the number one military in the world, which is true.
I believe it's true.
Which is true. It is true. But this is not the same type of war that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking. I don't think it's really a physical war. I think it's more of a psychological war, economical war, and just taking over without actual like physical fighting. But like I said, the war being fought in Russia and Ukraine is not the same type of war that we normally think of when we think about wars. But I only bring this up because the U.S. has to bring it to a stopping point due to energy prices increasing so much. And in some places in Europe, it's increased 10x, which is ridiculous if you really think about it. So these are just numbers that I'm using for the example. Mm-hmm. But let's say as a country, you have $100,000 that you pay in just energy for the year. Now you'll be paying in some areas in Europe, you'll be paying $1 million instead of 100,000. So like, you see the increase. Times? Yeah, the increase is kind of crazy. Wow. So we have to start paying attention to that. If as a country you have to get your reserves or natural gases from Russia, they can use whatever commodity they want, which for those of you that don't know what a commodity is a raw material or primary agricultural product that can be bought and sold. So anything that can really be bought and sold, that is, for example, grain, oil, gas, all that type of stuff. So they get to choose whatever commodity they want and have a seller's market. Seller's market is when you dictate where, to who, and when you sell it and the price you sell it for. So Russia is basically, what this war is having the ability to say, all right, so we have, let's say, for example, oil. Now, since we have the oil, we get to choose who we sell it to, how much we sell it to, what we take as payment, and when and where. You know, how, all that stuff. Every other question you could think of. I'm sorry about that. He's still distracting me. They back, yo, get out of the way, bro. Distracting, holding up the show and stuff like that. But to freeze out or cause rationing in other countries, and if there are our allies, the U.S.'s allies, then we're gonna have to go help, and that's gonna mess us up in a way because we're not even good enough to help ourselves right now. If you get what I'm saying,
right?
So let me just summarize that. So basically, if Russia has the ability to sell oil, for example, for however much they want to whoever they want, that puts other countries into like a bad situation, because now if they have to rationalize their whatever they have, and let's say, for example, and they don't have enough oil to keep up production or to grow, it's gonna put them in a bad light, and then we gotta go and help them, and then that's forcing us to use our resources.
And they gotta find a way that to buy the, let's say, gas, however, or match whatever Russia's asking for.
Exactly, they get to dictate the price. They're the only ones that got it. Which goes to show that this is a different type of war that we're fighting. With the introduction of this super team, which is BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America, which I may add has been in the works for over a decade now.
But how is Europe and not into that?
Well,
Europe. You know,
and they do have countries in Europe in there.
you said Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil, Russia, China, India, and South America. Because think about it, a lot of Europe is
Russia's in Europe.
is with the United States as well. Ukraine is
Europe?
allies. Russia and Europe, yeah, I believe so.
That was Asia.
Let's
Let's go with China.
It's gonna be a bad clip if we fuck that up.
Man. And I'm actually good at this. Now you know they are because when they do the soccer Euro Cup, they play.
Yeah. With the introduction of this team, like I said, they've been in the works for over a decade now. If these 4 countries come together, it's projected that they will be a superpower by 2050. That's what, 30 years from now?
I'm honestly, why just singling Brazil out of the South America?
I got you, bro.
Oh.
I got you. Which would technically defeat the argument that they wouldn't be able to compete against the United States individually, because now they're not. Think about it. People are like, oh, China can't do anything against the U.S. by themselves. Russia can't do anything by the U.S. To the U.S. by themselves. Now they have a whole team. So it's kind of messed up. But I actually heard a theory from Ian Dunlap, the master investor himself. Shout out Ian Dunlap. But that China themselves can't do anything against the U.S., but if they cause a global market crash, then that super team and that super team then applies more pressure at that time by buying up a lot of assets. If there's 2 successful crashes by 2040, they will definitely be in the lead by 2050. So the thing with China is that a lot of people are saying, and a lot of people in the financial space are saying that they're crashing their markets on purpose, because they're doing that thing with Russia where they could they're trying to create their own currency. Russia already has the oil, so if they are providing that to China and they're friends with China, obviously that's going to lead into a lot more things. But basically, they could be, how the U.S. is number 1 in economic wise. They could end up passing the U.S. by 2050 if they end up causing 2 crashes by 2040. Like, it's definitely guaranteed. But if they crash the markets, such as real estate, stocks, commodities in general, if they end up doing that and crashing it twice before 2040, then by 2050 they're gonna be at the top. Wow. Which is smart, bro. They're playing a lot of strategic games. Like, people don't understand these things. But like, I also use this example. Let's say me and you are playing a basketball game for $10,000, but the rules are that there are no rules. Don't you think that one of us is gonna cheat?
Right.
So don't you think that these people who are controlling the world are gonna cheat for a lot more than $10,000? So it's just like, bro, it's a whole power dynamic, and shit is really going on. People really don't think that this shit is happening, but it's happening before their eyes, and the media is not gonna report all this shit. But so yeah, we have a large military, but they're not playing the same type of war. I already kind of said that already, but if they're not fighting us and they're beating us psychologically, mentally, then there's nothing that we can really do. They're trying to build a super team, not only economically but also geopolitically, to be able to be number 1, the number 1 superpower in the world, and they will probably end up pulling that off. And if they do, it's gonna damage our economy bad. Like, because think about it, like, bro, we rely on these other countries for a lot of our necessities that we shouldn't. And I don't want to say anything or bring anything bad about Trump, but Trump was the only one that recognized that, and the media painted him in the bad light. I'm not saying I agree with everything he said, but he understood that we can't rely on outside sources for a lot of these things, and a lot of these things we should be able to produce in the United States. And he was trying to get on that, but they didn't really listen to him. They tried to paint him as the bad guy. But four out of these 5 members are among the world's large. Let me restart that. I'm sorry. 4 of the 5 members are among the world's 10 largest countries by population, by area, and by GDP. GDP is gross domestic product. It is a monetary measure of the market's value with all the financial goods and services provided in a specific time period by countries. So yeah, these are heavy players if you really think about it. Which just makes a lot of sense, bro. If you can't beat somebody one-on-one, what are you gonna do? You're gonna jump them. So that's what they're doing. They know that they can't beat the U.S. by themselves, so they're teaming up. It's a very strategic move. But if you look at Brazil, which is the largest economy in South America, that's one. India, which is the largest populated country in the world, China, which is the second most populated country in the world, and also the second largest economy in the world. Russia, which is the biggest military threat outside of the United States, and South Africa, which is the largest economy in Africa. So they're getting to the spots that they want. They pretty much pick the top players from each continent, skipping North America. And bro, if you think about it, that's crazy smart. And the thing with South Africa is that they're mostly European. If you really think about it, they have European roots. A lot of people A lot of people in South Africa are white.
And they have
Elon Musk is from South Africa.
Yeah, they have
a lot of money. And if you think about it, and if you use the terms of Africa and you single out that section, they have the biggest economy, and most of the wealth is owned by the white people. A lot of the black people in Africa are not as wealthy. So like they've had black presidents and stuff like that, but they haven't been able to like transfer the wealth. So they picked the largest economy in Africa. So it kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's weird, but it's very smart what they're doing.
In Africa has Wakanda.
Wakanda forever.
You see the city, bro?
Yeah, but there was actually no S. So South Africa wasn't in the conversation in 2009. So you know what they did? They were like, let's look at the globe and see who we can add. He was like, what continent have we not touched? They haven't touched Africa. And they were like, oh, what's the number one economy? South Africa. They pulled up on South Africa. Also, Russia is saying that they will accept the yuan, which is the Chinese dollar, or the Chinese currency, not dollar, instead of the dollar for oil, which then creates this world where the dollar isn't the number one currency. And I've been telling you this. That's what Russia's been trying to do. I've been telling you this for a minute, and I think I've said it in like 2 podcasts on financial segments. I've been saying it, bro. They've been trying to take over.
The dollar.
They have a lot of gold, and they can back it up. And now, especially if they have all the commodities that we need or anybody else in the world needs, now they're like, okay, now y'all gotta apply or y'all gotta bend to our rules because we have what y'all need. They have this supply and demand. So if you really think about it, bro, very smart moves. These are not dumb people that are playing with these. They're not really playing, but are governing these countries. But if you really think about it, what's stopping BRICS from creating their own cryptocurrency and allowing that to circulate? And if they remove the dollar as the main mechanism for buying oil from them, then what can we really do? If you think about it, remember how I told you they were working on that one currency? Right? Mm-hmm. They're like, okay, this is going to be the new world currency that everybody can use, because it's going to start bringing up questions. If they take over the number one currency and the dollar isn't anymore, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like skeptical on like having to change their money into yuans and stuff like that. So like if they use the crypto technology the right way, they could get past all that. And then now they control the money, they control the oil, and they'll have the number one economy in the world. You think they'll be the number one superpower. And then you would think that a superpower is only one country, like the U.S. is a superpower, but now in the future it could be 5 countries becoming one superpower. Together, yeah. So it's kind of scary out there, bro. But that's really all I had to say. That goes to show that what happens in the world really does dictate what happens in the U.S. So a lot of people don't have that understanding. They don't understand how other economies could affect our economies, and how these political figures are maneuvering things. Like, shit is about to get real.
Scary hours, bro.
Hey, man, Rome thought they couldn't fall. Every big dynasty believes that they can't fall, and the U.S. has been on the top for over 100 years already, bro. So it's just like it's either we have smart people who, I think Trump was really the only person that understood it. I don't think Biden understands shit. Biden is a bot in my eyes, but I don't want to have people thinking that I'm over here supporting one person and not the other, because I really don't give a fuck about the politics in the United States. But it's something that you also have to pay attention to, because it does.
But you have to care. You understand.
I understand it, but I don't care about it. If you really understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, he was the only one that really understood that the U.S. needs to stop relying on all these other people and stop helping all these other countries when we can't even help ourselves right now.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this water. There's like water, dirty water and shit, like in the sewers, and a lot of countries, a lot of states in the United States, there's like a water shortage. So, and like, shit's getting real, bro. It's not a joke out here, but I don't want anybody to be really scared about it. I'm like, the way I'm thinking about it, I had a conversation with Chris yesterday. Like we had a crazy conversation about this stuff, and a lot of the things that we talked about, or we still got to talk to y'all about for that thing. We kind of figured out yesterday, believe it or not, to combat that, and then also had a crazy chess game, bro. I still have the pieces there, bro. The best chess game I've played so far. We were playing for at least an hour. And then, you know, it's crazy. It started off with me winning. I was up. And then he came back and he was winning for like the majority of the game. And then it got to the point where he had five pieces. I had 4. And I was just like, yo, I got to do something. I'm not losing. I ended up coming back and beating him. Yeah. You know, it was a crazy game, bro. Best game I played so far. And I've only played like five games. It's been good, but it's a good game. I got the one up on him, but it was an amazing game. Can't say nothing else about it. How long was that, man? Okay, 46. We coolin'. What's up with you, Kenny? What did you think about this whole world dynamic shit? Oh, like, what do you think about the scope of the world right now?
I get the vibe that a lot of people is not, because people in here don't really be looking at the news like that, or whatever they show in the news.
They don't show you that stuff in the news, though. You have to do your own
right. Whatever they show in the news is not really what should be shown. This is something that, like you said, is going on at this very moment, and it's the same thing that we're not really paying attention to. Yep. You know what I mean? So, for you listening to this, man, take Lewis's word as an advice, and like he always say in the beginning, it's not advice.
It's information.
It's information. You take it as you want.
But it really is advice.
I think you should take it.
Take it as some advice. Pay attention.
You should consider it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know. I have a group, and Kenny has a group of people that would understand this. Like I said, I know Chris and I understand it fully. We had a very long conversation about it yesterday. But, you know, I don't want to talk too much about it on the podcast. We could talk about it after. But, you know, just make sure you have a plan and, stay perspicacious, like Andrew Tate would say. You know, pay attention to what's going on in your surroundings.
If you don't have a plan A, use a plan B.
Hey, man. Hey, yo. Yo, what's up with the dad jokes, bro? Is that even a dad joke? But, like I said, what's the caption for that post I made yesterday on the podcast? It was like, a goal without a plan is just a dream. Everything has to be calculated. So play chess.
Like checkers.
Hey, man. But you want to keep going with the questions? I think we only made like one question.
Bro, we only made one question.
Doesn't matter, bro. Let's keep
you
it
have
funny,
questions
bro.
like that? Or?
I mean, I don't really have first-time questions, but you also have your rapid fire, so it's just like, what you want to get into?
I don't even know, bro.
Bro, we're at what? 49. Hey, let's do 2 more of the first-time questions, and we'll try to keep it short, and then we'll get into because I have a quote too, and then we got to get into the quote and all that. So let's get into it, bro. Go.
What's the first app you check when you woke up in the morning? Actually, I asked you that yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
You said Instagram, by the way. First country that's not the U.S. or DR that you visited.
That's not the U.S. or DR that I visited.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere else, bro. No. Other country?
Yeah.
No. I haven't gone anywhere else.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to travel. Like, I'm telling y'all, let's get this shit right. And let's get out of here.
I have to go to Mexico, bro.
Bro, I'm going everywhere, bro. I'm going. I'm going to Mexico. Cancun. I want to go see Cancun. But just because people be chatting, I want to see what the hype is all about. I want to go to Japan.
When you go to Mexico, go to Sinaloa.
Isn't that where the cartel is? Yo, he's trying to set me up. If I go, I'm not going by myself. You know, like I said earlier in the episode. But yo, Japan, Indonesia, Bali, like there's a lot of things.
Bali. Yo, you know, in Bali, there's a bar that like if you buy
Romania
a $3 drink, you get a free tattoo, something like that.
Yo, we out.
And they have their artists like right there.
Yo, you could live there.
She's probably drunk though. Yeah, what you want? Yeah, I bet.
The quality of life over there is crazy for the amount of money you would get.
What
about you? Did you haven't answered?
What's up? So what was it? Oh, have I?
Other than your country and here, where have you gone? Country-wise. I haven't really been to another country, but
Have I? I believe I have.
have
I
you?
went to Colombia.
Colombia. You gone to Colombia?
Yeah.
But
For
you're
a little.
technically Colombian.
I didn't. Huh?
You're technically Colombian. You're like a percentage of a Colombian, so that's your home.
I want to do the test.
I want to do it too. I want to see
Yeah, we
what I
should
am.
do it.
We can. We could
That
do it on
ass.
an episode.
We should
Be
do
like,
it.
yo,
We
this
gotta
is,
order
I'm
it.
black. I'm definitely black.
I don't even know, but I feel like I'm somewhere in.
My
in
mom
Europe.
is dark skinned. I'm Dominican. We came from Africans, not Africans, Haitians. So it's just like, but it's a mix of Haitian and European. I have curly hair and all that, but somewhere down the line there has to
I
be
know
some
I'm somewhere
black.
in Europe, bro. I had to.
Yeah, I
Like,
definitely have European in me. With the curly hair.
I don't even know. Like, I gotta do research on that because I don't even know how accurate that is.
The ancestry. I mean,
Like
they take your
DNA.
spit and shit. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know honestly, but I know a lot of people have done that. I would do it. I definitely. I know that shit is. It's not cheap, but I'll
It's
definitely
like
do it.
$100.
I'll do that shit. I
Yeah,
don't
for
give a
sure.
fuck.
What's the first time you got a ticket?
First time I got a ticket, I've never really gotten a ticket.
Never gotten a ticket?
No.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
be
just
speeding, too.
go like YOLO, bro, and
But you see how I drive.
do dangerous stuff.
You seen how I drive. You're over here acting like I don't drive. I mean, I don't drive crazy. I would say I'm a calculated risk taker, but
I'm not gonna lie, bro,
ticket. Only ticket I got was when I got in that car accident. That wasn't even my fault.
Oh,
With
in
the
winter?
snow, yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
just and I fought it and won. So you know,
Really?
I'm up
You
on
won
the
the
fence.
case?
Yeah, but the police officer wasn't there, acting like she was there and shit. I wrote on the thing, the police officer was not there. She cannot charge me for speeding when she doesn't know how fast I was going. And then they sent it back. They said you're right, and then I didn't pay
I'm
anything.
not gonna lie, I got in a couple tickets.
No,
I'm not even a bad driver, bro. I don't speed. I don't even speed.
I remember that one. You were like, "Yeah, I was tight, so I was coming home and I ran the light."
That time I was speeding, but I don't usually do that.
Yeah, I got you. Nah,
don't
Kenny
usually-
drives like a fucking snail.
Nah, I drive, bro. If the speed limit is 60, I'm gonna go
45,
70, bro.
Yeah,
Like the max.
Yeah,
5 above, no
You
more.
driving slow as shit.
My car is not fast, bro.
I got you.
My car.
I got you. And the Beamer, you be trying to
If
move.
I hit the gas too much, my gasoline's gonna go down like a mile, bro. Like I can't afford that.
I get you. Yes, you can.
Can't
Shut
really
up.
afford that now,
Yeah,
bro.
you can. Don't let them lie to y'all. But what was that? That was kind of fast. Let's do one more. Like yo, and then you get into the rapid fire real quick.
Well, you never had a sleepover. You told me you never did that, right?
I've had sleepovers with family members, not with like random people.
Never.
No. I mean,
the best.
maybe when I was older,
You haven't had one yet.
I've had a sleepover with. Then I have a sleepover. I had a sleepover with Lewis at his crib. Like,
Oh, so you had.
yeah,
oh,
but like
okay.
when I was older, not when I was younger though. Unless it was in DR, but like not even actually. No, actually, now that I think about it, in DR, if it wasn't like family, bro, I wouldn't sleep over. I like that though.
It was fun, bro.
No, it is like I've had sleepovers with cousins and shit like that, and that shit is definitely fun. But
Let me ask you this.
let me ask you something.
Let me ask you something. First time you got in trouble in school.
In school, oh, I slapped the girl's ass. You remember Slap Ass Friday?
Yeah, we used to do that
Oh
too,
my
but
God.
not here though.
Yeah.
Because the rules in here are
Nah,
dangerous.
I did it here.
In here?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it
you
was
were
at
savage.
Rogers Park.
Oh, but you were like what? Like
I was like middle
8,
school.
10?
It was middle school. I don't know what.
No, you're
13,
8.
12.
Oh,
It was middle school, bro.
So you were grown.
No, yeah, because like I'm more afraid of my dad
You
than,
were in
than
middle
I'm
school
afraid
at
of school.
13?
I forget how old we were in middle school.
I don't think you
were.
were 13.
We were like
bro.
14, 15 in high school.
You were a grown ass man at 15, bro. You can't be in middle school.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like freshman year.
That's high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Oh.
you're like 13, 12.
No, bro. High school, you're like 14.
High school, you're like 14, 15.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I just said. I have not said anything else.
Oh, okay.
I'm
okay.
saying
Just
in
double
middle
checking.
school, how old are you in middle school? And they like
I feel like
13, 12?
that's like 8th
Yeah,
grade. Yeah,
middle school. That's what I'm saying. Because like I've always not. I wouldn't say afraid. I have more respect for my dad than I cared about school. So like I'm like,
So-
if I get in trouble here, I got to deal with this at home. And my
So
dad,
you were 13.
but I don't know how old
That
I
doesn't
was.
take away that you still grown, bro.
But I was, but slap ass Friday. I'm trying to slap some ass. What the fuck you
You're
talking
still
about?
grown, bro.
What does that have to do with anything?
Slap your brother's ass.
Hey, yo, but like I said, and I had more respect for my dad than anybody at school. So I'm like, if I get in trouble, I was always rational enough to be like, okay, I'd rather get in trouble here in school than have to do something at home. So I'm like, wait, hold up. If I get in trouble at school, I'm gonna get in trouble at home. So I kind of put two and two together. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna get in trouble at all. So I was never like really the type to league. I would do bad shit, but I wouldn't get in trouble with it. I would get away with it.
Right.
But that was really the first time I got like called to the office, and then my dad had a whole conversation with me like, you can't be slapping girls' asses and shit like that. But like, bro, I smacked her. It was in gym class. I was bow, mad hard. That shit, bro. It was in the gym class, so you already know the echo and all that. And then she screamed, and the teacher, all that.
Who
shit.
was it?
Can't tell.
Oh, you can't say the name.
I can't say the name. She has a child now and all that. So it's like, yeah, I'm not saying. Respect. I respect. I'll tell you after. But
do I know her?
You probably do.
Oh,
probably
wow.
do. But yeah, bro, I slapped the shit out her ass and got in trouble when I got home.
I don't think I ever. Well, I remember, yo. So back in the day, bro, like this, the high school that I went was a private school.
Here?
No, in Venezuela.
Gotcha.
So, but that private school, bro, was bad. Like, it was super, super dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I tell you, like, kids had to go with the see-through backpacks because people were sneaking whatever you can imagine. They were sneaking, right?
So hood rhythm,
bro. So one time, like, we'll have beef. We'll have beef with different schools. Mind you, my school is surrounded by like a bunch of other schools, right? Mm-hmm. So I remember one time we got early and like we were feeling savage. We were feeling dangerous, bro. So we walked by a school.
The masculine energy.
Bro, we walked by a school, bro. I don't know how. But like they were talking about outside, they were like in the window. They were like, "Yeah, you guys don't belong here, bro." We started throwing things at them out the window, bro. I remember I threw because I had like a small juice. I remember I threw it at the school, bro, and my friends threw it, and like we were throwing it and looking at them, bro. The securities came out, bro.
You hit the security with that?
What? Nah, bro. Did I, bro? I remember I was like Usain Bolt. I was like Flash. Bro, booked it. And then
they got to your house.
Next day in the morning, Kenny, like, bro, they call everybody. They call me, they call everybody, bro. And then, so, bro, crazy enough, I walked in, my dad was already sitting down. Oh, man. Like it was 8 in the morning, bro. My dad was dressed up because my dad used to work for my dad was an electrician for the government there. Yeah. Imagine, bro, with the vest, the big boots like this.
He was ready for you.
He was ready, bro. He was ready. And then, it was
peer pressure,
tough time.
Why did you do that?
Because they were talking crazy, bro. I can't let that slide. Sorry.
I respect that. That's what I'm saying. It was like, it's slap ass Friday. Everybody's like, yo, I haven't seen Louis slap anybody's ass. I was like, what you talking about? It's one right there.
Watch.
Bro, when I tell you I cocked back so far, bro. I feel bad because like I could feel like my hand was tingling and shit. So I knew that shit hurt when I hit her. And I think she wasn't wearing, I think she was wearing jeans. Like, imagine she was wearing, like, leggings or some shit, and that shit was just straight on hand on ass. Like,
bro, I remember one time we were at gym class, and then that day, I brought a ball, like a small, like, basketball. You know the basketballs that are, like, small?
The little ones that sell at Walmart and shit.
And we were playing, what is would I throw it, and if I hit you, you're out?
Wall ball?
Yeah, something like that, right? Bro, I remember the game just started, bro. I grabbed it, and there was a girl right in front of me, bro. Like where the camera is, bro. Mm-hmm. She was there, right? And she's one of those. She was like she's a female. She's a female, but like, she was built like a guy.
She was the football players.
Something like that. Not cause like something like that, right? So bro, I grabbed the basketball, bro. I kid you not, bro. I didn't miss.
Oh my god!
I beamed that, bro. Yeah. Oh my god!
I remember I did that in elementary school.
But I was like,
you hit
bro,
her in the face, like straight on in her face.
Not like her arm, but it burned her.
I hit a girl in her face, and it was in elementary school.
Bro, I kid you not, bro. I felt like Randy Johnson, bro. I just
what's that? I forgot that dude's name. Fuck. But you're a dickhead. No, I arm. But like at least it wasn't in the face though. Like you hit her in the arm, like bro.
And then teacher sent me down too.
Right here, bro. We were playing fucking.
And yo, you know what's even crazy? That even got it because. That was supposed to be it wasn't even gym class. It was like some type of martial arts. So they were like, how is this kid playing this if they're supposed to be training bro?
Yeah. They was bullshitting. It was that fucking what's the at Moore Street in the gym, bro. We were playing kickball. And yeah, this girl kicked the ball, and I forgot where I was, but she kicked it to me, and it was you could throw the ball, but you weren't supposed to hit them in the face, bro. And I tell you, I beamed her in her face, like right.
But those are different to throw
the ground.
The big ones, the red ones.
It was the foam ones, but like the harder foam ones, the ones that you could actually grip and throw. But when I tell you, dead in her mouth, yeah.
You got in trouble for that?
I did.
You did?
But they were like, it wasn't on purpose.
What they said?
They just sat me down.
Equal right?
Bro, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't that far from her. I was not that far from her, but I beamed that shit out.
Nah, bro, that ass. I remember.
Cause, you trying to show off your arm and shit. Like,
yeah, I played Beyblade. Yeah.
Motherfuckers be talking
You know
shit. So I beamed her. But I was like, maybe like from here to the camera.
I tell you, bro, I was bad. I was bad.
We should tell some childhood stories, bro.
I was bad.
My first time was I was a child too. That's a good. That's really Patreon.
They're not ready for that word.
$7.99. They're ready for it with the $7.99.
Are you ready? Let me know. Let them know in the comments.
Shit. But I gotta talk to you about that too after the podcast. But rapid fire. Should we close it out here with our last segment?
Rapid fire. This is like 3.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got some good ones.
Go ahead. You gotta answer 2 though. You can't get away with it.
Let's go, man. Rapid fire. You put the news over. All right.
Rapid fire questions, man.
Would you rather drink sour milk or brush your teeth with soap?
Sorry about that. Drink sour milk or brush my teeth with soap?
Brush
my teeth with soap.
Like Spire milk.
Nah, bro, because then that forced me to throw up. I hate throwing up. Like, I'd rather just get it over with.
You seen the frat parties? Like once you get in, you gotta like
a
whole gallon.
But like that's at least it's good milk.
Bro,
imagine
still, bro, your body
though.
can take that much.
Yeah,
you know that being lactose intolerant is actually like normal and common.
It's not common.
No, it is. Like the fact that you can drink milk and nothing happens to you is very rare.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. It was the other way around. I flipped it. But yeah, it's kind of weird because we're the only species that drinks another species' milk. Which is
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So that's why there's some people who are lactose intolerant. Yeah, that means I got like some gene. Like, are you lactose intolerant?
No.
No. Are you lactose intolerant? Can you drink milk?
I drink milk, but I hate cheese, bro.
So no, he's not lactose intolerant.
That's what
I'm saying. So like, there has to be a gene inside of us that our parents probably got from somebody. Mutated. Yeah, a mutated gene that kind of.
You probably fell off into the what is that the
abyss?
No. You know how in the movies, the turtle ninjas where they fall into the ninja.
The turtle ninjas.
789.
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
You know how in the movie like they fall into
the pot? The pot?
They fall into a thing where like that's what they got the powers.
The layer?
The green thing.
Are you talking about the pop-up girls?
You know what I'm talking about?
You talking about the pop-up girls, how they're made in the thing? And
no, not those. The turtles fall into a container.
The turtle ninja?
Listen.
Yo,
they fell in the container. Listen, I'm better than that. Yo, I can't. Come on, bro.
You said the turtle ninja?
Okay.
This is live, bro. This is live, bro. Yo, I'm crying, bro. Yeah. I'm sorry, what were you saying? What were you saying, bro? Yeah. My stomach hurts too, bro. Oh man, that's live. I'm keeping that in there. Yo,
I can't laugh.
You good? What were we talking about? Sorry. So they fell into the thing, and what happened? They got their powers from somewhere. They fell into something, and they got their powers from there. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Like we got like a mutated gene or some shit. That's how it works, though. Like let's say for example, You needed that word. Let's say, for example, your parents. Let's say you're allergic to peanuts, or your mom is allergic to peanuts and your dad isn't. Let's say your dad's gene is more prominent than hers. Then that gene would take over. Then that would be passed down to you because then now you would be technically you have a mutated gene that was his gene. So does that make sense? Stop looking at them. You're gonna start laughing again, bro. Come on, we gotta finish out the show, bro. That's the first one. Well, are you brushing your teeth with soap or are you drinking the milk?
Brushing my teeth with soap or milk.
Yeah, the spoiled milk.
Brushing my teeth with soap, bro.
Yeah.
Cause drinking milk that's expire.
It's
How much
hard
are we
to-
talking about? A cup?
I guess.
A whole gallon?
You're the one who brought the question about it. You tell me.
If it's a cup, I mean, either one, I'm doing soap.
But
Brushing my
still,
teeth with
though,
soap.
drinking regular milk by itself is tough enough.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
Imagine drinking a whole cup or a gallon.
I don't know. I think the turtles could do it. All right, go with another one, bro. Give me one more. Give me one more.
Oh man.
Yo, this episode was funny. That shit was hilarious. Fuck, bro.
Would you rather visit International Space Station or spend it for a week, or spend a week in a hotel in the bottom of the ocean?
Spend a week in the hotel on the bottom of the ocean.
You can't see anything, bro.
That makes sense, but if it's illuminated, you know, you like to throw the hypotheticals at me, so I'm gonna do the same. If
You
it's
don't want to
illuminated,
feel like gravity,
I do, but I
No.
want to see what the fuck is gonna come past that window.
and you don't want to see what's out there, bro.
So let's say you're just chilling, you know, in the bathroom, taking a shit, and then a big ass, just mad mythical animal just goes
How
past
can
your
you
window.
see it?
It's illuminated, like I said, there's fucking lights. I don't know.
They have lights. So like,
Yeah, I'm interested in the ocean, bro. There's a lot of things in the ocean that we don't even know, and we're trying to go to space. But either way, I wouldn't be mad with either or. What would you pick?
Nah, I'll go to space
Space?
for sure.
No, it's lit. I gotta see that too.
Would you rather
Go to
lose
Mars.
your long-term memory or your short-term memory?
Fuck. Either way is bad. You know, have you ever heard the expression you have to have like short-term memory in
Yeah.
certain things? So I feel like that would be the more easier, but then you won't remember anything really. Would
You
you?
just remember your past. You won't remember anything that's recent.
But in that moment, wouldn't the past just be erased because you have short-term memory? Like, let's say for example, this moment right now, the one that just passed, where we were laughing like retards. Technically, I would have forgot that.
What moment?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
technically, you would just keep forgetting and forgetting and forgetting. But then if you forget your long term,
let's put it into more perspective. Let's say, would you rather lose your last 10 years of your life, or just lose the last 5 years of your life?
Wait, so the first 10 years or the last 5 years?
years.
I'd rather lose the first 10 years, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
Because you would just program yourself differently. So,
me
like,
too, because
a lot of the fears that we would have
it seems
now
like it seems like
wouldn't
a
even
whole
be
new
gone.
beginning.
It is. Think
But-
about it. And I've grown so much in the past, like,
Exactly,
years. Like, the past, like,
because
few
if you
months.
forget the last 5 years,
Forget what made you a man. If you really think about it. I feel like that's the transition. Like the past, like, 3 to 4 years where I really could say I went from boy to man.
I'm taking the long term.
No, yeah, but I'm saying it's just... Yeah, like you said, it's a new start, one. So, like, let's say, for example, you have a fear that you can't do something. Technically, that wouldn't be there anymore. Because if you got a fear, it's from when you were young. So now you could take that and then
That's
you're
what
a
I'm
clean
saying.
plate. You're a blank canvas. But then you also have the information that you have from the last 5 years or the last 10 years. Because you're only... we're 20, so technically we only have 10 years worth of information in our brain.
I think the question should be asked: would you rather be where you're at now, but you only remember from when you were born until 10, or would you rather be where you are now and only remember when you're 15 until this point? That should be the better question.
I would do the last 10 years. So I'm 21.
But
so
think about
when I
all the
was
good
11,
memories you
from
made,
11.
though.
I mean, I feel like the best years of my life were probably from like...
Because think about it, you are how you are because you were raised and you were put in all those
That's true, but now,
circumstances.
like I said, I'm a blank canvas. So anything is possible at that point. It's like you have no fears. You're not afraid of anything. You have nothing to worry about. Like, you're just there. It's just... You're a character, like a GTA character or some shit like that. Like, now you could really be like, okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to be? But you have no fears of anything. Like, you won't be scared to go outside and do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll do the last 10 years.
That's one. Would you rather be quick like Flash or strong like Superman?
Technically, Flash could spin backwards and go back in time, right?
Yeah.
Can he do that?
Yeah, he could spin. He can make the Earth spin backwards because he's going by so fast.
Superman too, though, but it's not that.
You could get to
Well,
places
Superman,
like that.
Superman does the same, and he's strong.
Yeah, but
and
you said just strength.
Strength.
If I heard you correctly, you said just strength.
bro, I said Superman. Superman does all
You say
that.
Superman's strength.
But he has the whole package.
But no, you can't compare
He could-
Superman to
doesn't he
Flash.
have the
Superman has
lasers too?
So I'm saying, but you can't compare those two. You got one guy with one ability.
Would
He's
you
just
rather be, though?
fast. Obviously Superman because he has more abilities. But if you take speed or strength, I'll take speed, bro. Because strength is like you could pick houses up and people up and cars and stuff like that. But or like you could hit somebody and kill them. Basically, if you think about it. But if I'm fast enough and you go to swing to hit me, I'm gone. You can't touch me. I'm too quick. So technically, I could just beat you up with that. And then I could run backwards and forwards, and I could speed up with time, and like I could warp time and shit.
You heal faster?
Yeah. If I really wanted to, I could run around you and create a fucking socket
Tornado?
and suck all the air out, so you'll suffocate.
I'll go VR.
You be watching so many cartoons, bro.
Bro, that's his life.
Have you not watched The Flash?
I learned physics.
Nah.
I've never watched that
Yeah, I
either.
watched like the first 4 seasons. After
I was more thinking of Avatar, where they had like they could just suck the air out of people's lungs and shit. But
Actually, last one. This is very good.
Okay.
Would you rather have everyone forget about your birthday, or have everybody you know sing happy birthday to you for 24 hours straight?
damn, I feel like I'll smack the shit out of somebody just for singing for more than 5 minutes.
24 hours straight. Imagine how many people you know.
Happy birthday. Yo,
Continuously.
Nah. But then forget my birthday. I don't really care about that. You think about it. Like a birthday is just literally
Another day.
it's a day that they gave you to remind you how old you are.
Is your birthday
Same
the
day you were born. I knew you were gonna say that dumb shit. But think about it. If humans came to this earth and nobody told them how old they were,
They wouldn't know.
they wouldn't know. We were never really supposed to know our birthday.
True.
Think about it. But yeah, I don't think it's just another day, bro. Honestly speaking, I'm cherishing other people's birthdays more.
But if everybody knows your birthday, let's say you know, 10,000 people.
yeah,
Let's say you get
give me $1,
right.
$5.
That's what I'm saying.
I know
Let's
what
say-
you're saying. I know what you're saying, but that's not the question. Stop trying to add like hypotheticals and this and that. I would
Just
people
saying,
could keep.
man, just saying.
You can forget about my birthday. I don't really care about that, bro.
Same.
I won't forget. I'll try not forget yours.
It's
but-
hard, like.
Yeah.
But
And
you
I
know
try
what
to take Kenny out to get the pizza for his birthday, but you know,
But you know what I do, bro? Like, you know what I
can't
did?
blame me. You can't blame me.
I
I
went
try to
on
figure
my iMessage and I swipe down and I can see every time I say happy birthday to somebody.
Yeah, if you type in happy birthday, it
Right.
pops up.
So whenever that day was, I added them as in the contacts, so that I'll get a notification when your birthday is. That way I will never forget.
That's fucked. But
Bro,
smart.
You forget a lot of things, bro.
I get what you're saying, but that's fucked up. But it's smart.
You know.
But like I said, bro, like remember I mean it was your birthday, but I was like, bro, do you really care if I post you or not? Like I asked you. I know you
Oh,
really
yeah, you
didn't
guys-
care, but I still wanted to ask because you know some people really do like down.
No,
But
bro,
I
like-
knew you didn't care. I just asked to ask. But
No, like
I
even
don't
my girl,
care.
she was like, "Can I post you?" And I'll be honest with you, my
First instinct
my
was
first
like,
instinct is
no.
like, you don't really have to, but if you want, she was like, "I'll do something small. I'll do like 2 pictures."
yeah, I was about to violate you. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna do you crazy. But then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna post anything. I was like, Kenny knows how we rock.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, if I want, it says your birthday tomorrow, and
I know you have some heat.
I know I do, but like, it'll take me a lot,
What?
like to find them, to post them, and not only one, I have plenty.
So
So
I
like,
have
I'll
plenty
have to
too.
choose, like the best ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I have a whole
the
video.
most
of it.
embarrassing ones.
I think he knows. You know the video where like you like find the phone.
Yeah.
That video is gold.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
have
I'm
his
talking
video
about?
too. He did it too.
Oh, he did it too. I
Yeah.
remember. Yo, his face going up is like
He looks
little ass
exactly the
face.
same.
Little ass face.
Yeah, but What were we talking about? Oh, the birthday shit.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I don't mind if I'm posted or not.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I don't really-
I know the reason why people do it. It's really for validation, to validate or get
Hey,
the
bro, you telling
validation from
me
somebody else to know that I
that
know
they love you. You telling me you're gonna be 35 posting that? Like,
Oh, no, that's different. You shouldn't be 35 with a Snapchat.
you don't think so? I'm gonna be in a Snap at 35. I'd rather you say now, but
all I do is post the
That's what I'm
podcast on. That's probably
there's
it.
people that are 35 now that are using Snapchat.
Yes, and they be trying to get into college parties and shit. Like, people are weird, but let me not get there. You have a quote, man. I think it's time for that segment of the podcast, which is clocking out what?
Clocking out with a purpose.
Hit it. You didn't do
Hey.
it again, bro. That shit
Hey.
give me tight. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Or you want to rock paper
I
scissors? Because
forgot
you always
about-
lose.
My
So.
fault. Let's go back a little bit. Whoop.
What happened?
If everything was black and white,
God.
what color would you miss the most?
Um,
Ooh, that's a good question.
red.
Red.
Yeah.
You don't
Like,
have a lot of red
I
things
mean,
in here. You only have a few.
Not even that. I'm just saying, like, I was
So
more
you will
thinking
see
like
everything red, white, and red.
no, because
I mean, black, white, black, white, and red.
I was more thinking of like a lot of things that are. I don't want to sound like corny or like a simp or some shit, but a lot of things like when it comes to attraction, a lot like you know why lipstick is red?
Because
Like it was supposed to show like you're in heat, right? So, but like if you think about
that's
it,
why
like,
the dress and all
yeah,
that.
yeah,
thing.
you know, like when a girl likes you or some shit, that her cheeks turn red depending on her skin tone and shit like that. Her lips naturally get red a little bit. Like I was just thinking more of like stuff like that. I want to be able to notice that. Blood is red if you would think about it. So like let's say we're playing basketball and then you're sweating and I'm over here. It's all blood, but I'm thinking sweat. You never know. But I don't know. Apples. I like apples. Red is a pretty fire color, but I would say probably my favorite color though, like green, like dark green.
Okay.
What about you? Definitely not whatever color this is. This is
Actually,
yellow
I'll do
or yellow
the
orange.
sun,
The sun. You can't even look at the
That's the
sun.
first thought that I had.
right?
You can't even look at the sun.
Because imagine if everything is black and white, and you put the sun, then technically everything will have color, right?
Shut up. No, that's not how it works. No, I don't think the sun dictates what color things are.
Nah, I'm joking. I'm a sunrise and sunset type of guy.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's what
red. A lot of red. A lot of oranges.
Technically, the sun is. I mean, I said sun. I didn't
The
say
sun
what
is
color
on
the sun
fire.
was.
The sun is on fire. And fire technically is what?
Hey,
Blue and orange?
It's like yellow, orange, red.
Blue, yeah. I mean,
So
it's
whatever
hot on the
color,
sun.
whatever color the sun is, man.
Okay. So
Now-
can we now get into
yeah.
the segment?
Clocking out at purpose.
Okay. It's gonna be 2 times it goes up. You want to go first, or you want to fight for it again?
You go first. You
Oh
go
my
first.
gosh. Okay.
My fault.
My quote for this week is from John Rockefeller. You already know who that is, Kenny? Yes, sir. Net worth of $350 billion. It's probably more than that, honestly. That sounds like a pretty light number for him. But he who works all day has no time to make money.
He said what?
He who works all day has no time to make money. And this is coming from a man who's worth $350 billion. So let that sink in, man. I would technically, or not technically, I would explain it to y'all. But I think it's time y'all do a little bit of that for yourselves and try to figure it out by themselves. I think you know what he's trying to say. I know exactly what he's trying to say. But he who works all day has no time to make money.
All right.
That's
My quote is from Joseph B. I don't know what the B stands for. I hope it's not.
Backyardigans.
He said, "I am a part of everything that I have ever read."
He's a part of everything that he's ever read.
So, how about you get a diction?
You got a dictionary.
What's his name?
Lorenzo Leron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Damn.
Damn. Sniffing something.
Educate yourself, man. It's a must.
I said that last episode. How can you?
I didn't say that.
Nah, we said that last episode.
What?
Oh, that's one of my rules. one of my life advice.
Oh,
When people talking about they don't learn outside after school, you know.
you don't
You
have
got
to.
podcasts, you got books, you got audio books, you have I don't know what else, newspapers. You got your phone in your pocket. Like, why are you not learning?
Yeah.
That's it.
One time when I worked in the bank, I got fired because one lady told me to like check her balance, so I pushed her. And then
You're bad with these jokes, bro. I'm gonna have to get you the like fresh, bro. You're a corny ass motherfucker. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe you really tried that joke. Yo.
I thought you were gonna laugh.
No. I was at first. I was like, wait, Kenny has never worked at a bank. So I was like, wait, hold up. And then I knew you gave me that little dumbass smirk. You said,
I couldn't contain myself.
yeah, but
I couldn't stop.
that has been episode 35 of Collecting Podcast, man. Like we say every episode, tune into the social medias that are already up there. Thank you for 120 subscribers on YouTube.
Always.
It means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to Kenny as well. But like we say every episode, man, si no o mojamos loco o bebemos romo.
Bro, say it again, bro.
O mojamos loco o bebemos romo. How am I say it like that? But what do you got to say, Kenny?
Nothing, man. Like as you said, appreciate the 120.
Yes.
And like we always say, stay safe, stay smart,
Stay
woke,
perspicacious.
and
Pay
see you
attention.
guys in the next episode.
Stay financially literate.
Clock out, bro.
Oh, shit, you forgot to clock out. O mojamos loco o bebemos romo. Tenía que ser Kenny.